Hello everyone and welcome to another session of the Lusophone campaign. And things are looking just nicely, surprisingly, for the time being. We're not super powerful, but we're progressing on every front. There is a bit of a session, I guess this is progress as well in a way, but shouldn't be much of an issue. I think our next goal is going to be, I really want to be good friends with Spain, but in order for us to be good friends, we need to fight a war. And we need to take all of their African lands, which is, I mean, those two little bits, and maybe the Canary Islands. And of course we want Galicia, because we would really want to actually have 4 incorporated provinces. Britain going for North Cameroon. Those guys, they are not slacking, unfortunately. Wait, what? I think something showed up for like a second, but instantly went away. Using taxation capacity. How? You're not actually taxing anyone, right? You're getting a win on the law, which, I mean, dedicated police force. Our landowners are surprisingly strong, considering that petite bourgeoisie and industrialists are in the double digits. Landowners are still almost 40%. That's fairly strong. The tenant farmers are, I think maybe because we have such strong, the highest class, because we have many landowners and capitalists, maybe this buffs the landowners as well. And then they have 5 capitalists, but I guess it's all the aristocrats. Yeah, I guess if there's any people who have any power in the colonies, it would be the landowners. And all of that is bringing more strength. Yeah, there's just a lot of peasants. Maybe that's the reason, basically. Oh, the Oromo actually chilled. What? Oh, and it needs to be over 75. Yeah, so it's basically just from the radicals, and the radicals seem to be going down, actually. Okay. Not really expected, honestly, but I'll take it. Yeah, in the meantime, as the preparations to actually start a war against... Oh, Bessemer process, not too bad. Against Spain are ongoing. It's the... Oh, I don't have... I need a rivalry. Rival the Pope. We can rival Paraguay, that's... Could rival Brazil. Because they are going to be our target eventually. But wouldn't it affect our relations in the long term? It's only minus 20, and we will have a war anyway, so might as well. There's Indies. Actually, I would like to trade with those guys. Denmark, easy target for some easy influence. Yeah, let's continue lowering relations. I know one decent one to do an investment agreement. I don't really want to investment agreement in Italy because there's not much to be gained. And those guys... Yeah, those guys are, you know, just so we have them. Let's make a deal with them too. It's not really a good idea, but not really a problem either. The cost to maintain those is pretty minimal. And influence is generally not a huge problem to get. Haiti and Montenegro. Is Montenegro part of the Russian Empire? No. Are they going to... They could end up being part of the Russian Empire. Wow, the Spaniards really wanted us to like them. Oh, the armed forces just love us. What happened? Oh yeah, land-based taxation and dedicated police force. Okay. Yeah, it's just the law changes just happened to do what they really wanted. Hate it. We hate it. After getting all the bureaucracy, am I finished with healthcare? No, not yet. 2 buildings should be enough though. Then we can get a few ships and start going to Madagascar. Then there's Sulu. We are already bordering the Brits, so might as well actually. Or I didn't want to rush it. Really nobody cares about Zulu, so maybe I will just take them. They like us. People just, despite there being so many lobbies against us, people just tend to like us. Do we have any agreement with Zulu actually? No. Revolution in Italy. There's not much happening in the world currently, I suppose. And the war against Spain, so those guys are back. Maybe it would be better if they just revolted. I'm not sure. Would that remove the radicals? Probably not. Actually, so it shows that the taxation capacity is negative. Are we making any taxes from this? Amhara. In theory, you're making a tiny amount. Hey, police force. That's pretty nice. And we can continue improving them to have smaller penalties for turmoil. And less radicals from political movements. Honestly, I would kind of love it. Though we won't have enough administration for both of those, so maybe one more building of this kind. We are losing a bit of money, but that's not a problem. We can stop at any point. We're not addicted to construction, we can stop at any point. Protectorate in Kota, okay. Oh, it's the random released Indian nations. Then we were gonna get those ports, and I think it's time to actually connect all of those lands. Remove, just honestly, mostly to remove those pop-ups than anything else. Enough vision construction for an investment pool. Yeah, you tell me. That's for sure, absolutely. 20 million. Yeah, definitely we need iron frame everywhere at this point. Because getting more construction has the problem that even if we don't use any of it for government construction, we still need to pay salaries. So there is still a bit of a cost. It will be a problem. Our native iron production is increasing a little bit. In Somaliland, out of all places. 100, okay. And honestly, not sure if our economy can take it. Yeah, seems like it can. Yeah, let's try to reduce the amount of radicals. We have some kind of... Yeah, it's the rebel... Russia versus Austria. Not directly against each other, but they are fighting, and it's over a revolt. So they actually, neither side can gain anything. It's good to see maybe which side is stronger in actual combat. Let's see, can I look at any battles? Looks like it's kind of even for the most part. Like the attacker is losing. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And maybe Prussia will have slightly better game than usual. Lately they are just not having like... I think there's one missing. So Gujarat, Madeira, and I think Cape Verde is missing. Yeah, you guys need a port. So I will help you guys out. Oh, they are heavily starving. Yeah, you guys would really use a port. You know what, I'm gonna even put a priority on it. Don't they have the Lithuanian flag? Do they start with this one? Yes, maybe. It doesn't seem like there would be any changes in their laws. Anything surprising. Our infamy is going down surprisingly quickly. Could have a bit more access of influence, and I guess I should go for it. We have so many potential rivals as minor power. Yeah, it's here. So do I go for... You know what? Those nations actually make much sense as our rivals, even though we are much stronger than them. In lore, as they are both Europeans. Kind of. And I think they were treated like basically like Europeans at the time. The Boers. But it is in a way an African culture, so I'm not exactly sure how the relationship went between those. Uruguay joined the French Union. Okay, it's surprising nobody really tried to ask us to join a power bloc. I guess just people don't have that much leverage over us. The only one who has decent leverage is Great Britain, and their problem is we have so much more ownership over their gross domestic product than they are, that they don't get that much economic dependence, which can be a huge bonus to leverage. They are gaining, they have 1% now. They used to have 0. It's like one building. And I think we're still benefiting more from this than they are. Yeah, people are rivaling us. That's fine, absolutely fine. And I can actually try to construct something directly. Man-o-wars. I need some more man-o-wars apparently. Wouldn't complain to have a few more actual convoys, I think. Oh, sorry. I actually have to end a bit earlier today, but that's fine. I can continue playing for a little bit. Yeah, I will have to import the engines, but maybe it will be doable. Yeah, there's no engines. Engines are a bit good to import because they take a lot of convoys. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem, and we can actually get them from Brits as well. We probably will be building some of our own as well pretty soon. Right now I think iron, fertilizer, paper. Those are actually the biggest priority because they increase costs for me directly as in the government. That's important to remove it. Oh, we do not have... This is a bit of a problem. I don't think we have railways yet. Yeah, I delayed it really, really far. But I don't think there's really anything else we would want to have. Military, I think we're good for a good while against the African nations. I mean, we could always use a company, but that's not very important right now. Central Archives wouldn't be too bad, but also not that important. I guess for a little while we're going to be focusing production. There's a lot of good stuff. Dynamite. Military, we don't care. Society, will we care about something? I mean, there will be important stuff in society, but I think production is going to be the king for a little while. How many ships do we have? I think they're still recruiting, right? Yeah, you guys are having some problems with recruitment. Maybe if you're stationed in Portugal, it might be easier for you. Scandal. Alfonso de Coutinho, who's a petite bourgeoisie guy. Yeah, if I could remove a traditionalist, yeah, I don't need a traditionalist. So we got a moderate. And the petite bourgeoisie got weaker, so there's more strength for industrialists. I think that's good. For the time being, we need the industrialists a bit more. If I could get, for example, free trade, that would be really nice. Oh, the Londoners really don't want that. Laissez-faire would probably be nice. We have interventionism. Ooh. I'm just having a little bit trouble speaking right now. So it's not a huge priority. We have some support from the Queen for restricted child labor. There's not much opposition. Like, the industrialists wouldn't care that much, but I mean, 5% success and no stall, that's not bad. Yeah, I need to get actually doing some stuff. Let's have some engine. I don't think I have any steel as well. There's no steel in the market. It's pretty amazing in a way. I mean, it would be best here because that's where steel iron is going to be coming. So the prices would be best here, and then because modern industries are using steel, it would be best to just plop all here. I could give this place more ports, I guess. Yeah, I removed a ton of ports because of the money saving program, but now that things are a little bit better, you can switch it like this. We're losing a lot of money, but I think I can afford it because I can just stop constructing and then it's going to be fine. Yeah, those guys are really, really loving me. Somewhat surprisingly. It's going to take a while. It needs to be cordial, below cordial to actually attack them, right? Yeah, less than cordial. And the relations with Spain are so big that it's... Yeah, Zulu are actually opposing our decrease in relations. We could try to rival some people to further try to lower it. Which one was the expelled diplomats? I think, yeah, it costs infamy. And infamy. It's quite a bit. We could do it to speed things up. I think it's cordial from 25, if I recall. I don't have enough ships to invade Madagascar right now, though. 9? So increase autonomy. British East Africa actually wants to free themselves. They have support of Austria and Denmark. And the thing is, Oman is not part of it for the time being, though I think AI might be smart enough to actually... Might be smart enough to do something about it. Maldives are a British protectorate, okay. I mean, if those guys get really PC and defend themselves, Danish West Indies, the Americans are joining the group, the Brits. Luckily, the Brits are not calling us in, even though they could because we are allied. I'm hoping we will be able to use the Brits against the Spanish. It would be really nice as well. Okay, but this is interesting. First question is the AI going to be smart enough to actually get Oman in? They might actually... No, they cannot call us in at this point if the war starts. And even then, I don't think Austria will be smart enough to actually move their troops to defend East Africa, and they have no army. So they won't be able to hold the front line for long enough to await reinforcements. You guys are having problems with what? Tensions. Okay, the tensions are high, but it's not really a problem. That means just there's going to be a war. And after it ends, we actually gain the colonies faster, so that's no problem. I think, yeah, we are finishing this one, looks like. This one will take a bit more time. At least we will have something colonized. Austria is mobilizing. Austria is not having a bad game though it's not that much changed. All the powers, except the Ottomans. Oh my god, Greece actually managed to do this. Oh my god. This is the strongest Greece I think I've ever seen. They even have Cyprus and Trebizond. Except Dogutrachia. Why is it called like this? Not exactly sure. I mean, maybe it's just the name of the region, I suppose. Oh yeah, the Trachea is Trace. Makes sense. Am I building those engines? Oh yeah, just slowly. Slowly getting there. Actually, we might use a few more man-o-wars. Wait. Well, the problem is not man-o-wars, the problem is the building has no employment because, well, there is no engines as well. So the problem was that we have not enough engines. Fair enough. Why build policy to try to invade Madagascar with 9 troops? And I think it's worth trying. Uganda might try to help them, but that's not a problem. If they do, we will just invade them. Anti-French Association. A lot of people joined it. Might be a problem. But we might work with it as well, so we shall see. Yeah, and let's conquer all of it. Yep. Okay, let's get some troops. Let's move them to where they're going to be actually useful. Do I still have peasants in those regions? Oh. Oh. There's actually less than 1 million peasants left in Portugal. Uganda joined and they are here, so they do not border me, they do not border sea. Shouldn't be a problem. Haitian uprising. Did you guys just chill? No, you guys are fighting a war, technically speaking. And, oh my god, Austria. Oh my god, Austria. What might Austria lose if they might get humiliated? Actually, this is pretty good for them because it means that possibly, as long as Austria holds their capital, they are not going to be forced out of this war. But will they be able to hold their capital? Denmark is already fully occupied. I mean, it looks like they might be able to. You know, like they're really bad at defending the naval invasions for some reason. Irregular infantry and hussars should be fine. We did increase the number of ships a little bit. I do need... I think one of my neighbors decided that it's hammer time. I don't think you guys should be hearing this, but I apologize for my neighborhood. They are not usually that rough. Not this one. The drilling fan actually is no longer in the area. Okay, the war started. He's not dead. Change neighborhoods. And let's try to do the naval invasion. South Cameroon. Oh yeah. Oh my god, they are colonizing so fast in comparison to me. Get some more prestige. And we're getting there to major power, and being a major power would be pretty nice. Am I going to win this? The line says yes. The numbers are not exactly stellar, but seems like we're winning. And after the first one battle, it's only going to get better because my troops are going to be able to recover better in theory. So maybe not. Well, their morale is pretty rough. Okay, so that's... Where's battle 1? I'm not sure if we will be able to win more. But pre-events once, as usual. I don't like all of you. I guess rural folk out of all of them, but I really don't like all of them. I think a few more loyalists would be pretty nice. Or do I roll for something better than a moderate? We're still at legitimacy currently. 54. So additional 5 doesn't really change anything, even if we raise taxes. Catholics, traditionalists. And no, I don't really like you guys. You have like no power. Petit bourgeoisie is going to be quite pissed on this, but not too badly. Or maybe not. Guess they don't really care. Also, I should get a bit more administration. Guess I can get it here. It's pretty bad construction. I don't think it should matter, but I'm honestly not sure. I have the most population here, most peasants, so let's build them there. 3 is going to set me up for a long while of administration. We need one more institution level. More conscripts. We are winning the second battle. Our numbers are quite low. I do have the reserve army here, so they can begin a second invasion in case those guys fail. It's not terrible. It kind of looks like they are regaining their numbers faster. Just not what I expected. We need 2 more battles as well. Might be tough. The Brits should be being pushed out. It says Austria controls 100%. And let's look at it. The front line. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Who owns... Okay. Is this a new bug? You never know. In Victoria 3, you never know. I think we won another battle, though our numbers are super low at this point. I'm not sure. 3k, can they make another strike? Some embargoes against Greece, makes sense. I don't think they're going to make it. Austria is proposing a trade agreement. Honestly, sure. I will want to trade a bit more. Okay, somehow we are making it. Somehow, some way. That's good. Scandi wants a defensive pact. Not super against it, but you guys are kind of weak. And in the Austrian power block, so that doesn't really make me want to support you guys in any way. Somehow we made it. Those guys are quite wounded. Oh yeah, this is the army. But sure, I don't not going to argue with the results. Really, we're still short on steel. It's probably... Oh, we have 2. No, that's 1. So it's showing me 1 located in Ceylon. Which is not really relevant. I guess it's just, yeah, the employment is not even because they need the... In a way, the motor industries need to grow first. So there's demand for steel. No, we are just... No, we're just not doing this. Radical movement. I'm keeping radical movement in the game. For the time being. And yeah, it looks like the Madagascar conquest is going to be much easier than expected. We have a significant tech and quality advantage over them, so that's... Well, honestly, it's still somewhat surprising. It's surprising that we had so many losses and they still won every battle. I wasn't surprised we won, I was surprised we won with so many losses. And we can also go offer military assistance. It's interesting that the TI is really open to actually doing this stuff. I wasn't really expecting that. Okay, so we are ready to go to war with Benin, though French might have something to say about that. Or maybe not. I guess they don't really care that much. And that's good because that's going to be our way into Central Africa. I guess Sahel Africa, and this is Central Africa. Yeah, easy W. Should be ending immediately because we occupied them 100%, but I guess the game disagrees. Still not going to be too long before it's finished. Yeah, for only 4k that's really cost effective when you look at it like that. 144k to finish the war. We do have like hit and miss construction on and off basically. I would really like to have a trade agreement with you, Spain, but we need to stop being friends to become friends, basically. Building stuff in British Empire, but a little bit in the Portuguese Empire as well. So yeah, another huge chunk of Africa joined. Over 2 million people as well. Number 10 in population right now. We are just after Korea. In GDP, we are number 10 as well. So yeah, breaking into the top 10. Still a minor power though. That's probably going to take a while. Maybe if I raised my wages, it'll be fine. But yeah, we're going in a good direction. So GG guys, and see you on the next session.